Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome to yet another interesting video. This is the most highly requested video. I've been getting this question like now it's 2 weeks and I'm like, I need to do this video. Really, I know I haven't been posting back to back like I promised, but guys, I'm here to stay now. I have a very bad flu. You can hear my voice. I want to make this video as short as possible. You can already see on the title already. I'm here to talk about Qatar Airways interview for the cabin crew. I think there is one opening in Nairobi. It's not an opening because they never have an opening in Nairobi. It's by invitation, and a lot of you have been invited for this interview. Congratulations. Some of you have been asking me questions on my DM and I'm here to answer some of the questions. I know you are very nervous. I've been there, so just calm down. I'm here to help. And again, we are filming on a new camera that I unboxed last year, the Nikon Z30. So let me know about the quality because it's giving. That's another video. I'm gonna review it in a proper way, but today I'm here to talk about the Qatar Airways most asked questions. So please, if you're new to my YouTube channel or if you're stopping by for the first time, kindly make sure you subscribe, like, share and comment on this video because we are on a road to 4,000 subscribers. Yes, we have to hit 4,000 subscribers by the end of this month, I pray. So kindly guys, make sure you subscribe, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for always coming back. Without wasting time, let's jump into today's video. Come on over, let's pick up where we left off. I want to talk about Qatar Airways' most asked question during the interview. So if you have been invited for this interview on the 2nd of April in Nairobi, don't be nervous because there are like 3 interviews. So if you go for the first one and you pass, then you get a paper to go to attend the second one, and then if you pass the second one, and then you attend the third one as well. So I got this question. Somebody was asking me, they have a mark on their body, should they like not go for the interview because they have a mark? And I asked her, where do you have the mark? And she told me the mark is not visible. And I was like, no, just go for the interview, because even for the first interview they will not even check the marks or something like that. They just want to see who you are. So you just introduce yourself and you know, and drop your CV. They will just be looking on your CV and ask you some few questions, and I'm here to share some of the questions that you should expect on that first day. So make sure you do your best. And I know there are so many videos out there which they are very helpful. You have to check on that as well, including this. But then again, don't contradict yourself, because I've realized this is the mistake that a lot of people do. So you get nervous because you've been called for this interview, and if I be honest, the questions are not very hard. If you just do your research and you just get it right, you're gonna pass this interview. I've attended like couple of interviews, so I have the experience of what to expect on that interview. It's almost the same question. They will always ask you the same. They never have like new questions. They are the same question. But hear me out, guys. The only way that you can contradict yourself is when you have a lot of information in your head. I know you have to do your research on how to dress, what to expect. It's okay. I did that the first time. I passed the interview. The second time I was not able to go to the third one. Don't go there with a lot of information because you've watched so many videos, like videos of the first interview, the second interview, the third interview. So when you go there, you start talking too much. Anyways, I'm gonna break it down on what to expect. So the first thing you should always do is get your CV. So if you have been invited for that interview, it means that your CV has already been selected. You understand? So when you go to this interview, it's like they just want you to impress them. You know, it's like they've already seen your CV. Since you're there, it means that your CV is good, you have good experience. That's what they're looking for. But this is the hardest thing. You need to impress the interviewer. They will not ask you a lot of questions, and sometimes they will even ask you one question and maybe there's something you will do wrong, and that's when they will just tell you, we will send you an email or we will call you. they will not do that, because if you pass the first interview, they will give you a paper for you to attend the second interview, or maybe send you an email. What you should always do is have your CV, have your information. So a lot of you have been asking me, well, how should you dress up for that interview? Just be simple. I'm gonna insert some pictures here on how to dress, because I remember when I attended the first interview, I had so many information in my head, you know. I was watching a lot of YouTube videos, which is very good because they are very, very helpful. But then again, they can confuse you. I was asking people who are working there, people who have attended the interview. Most of the people were telling me you're supposed to wear very smart, of course, obviously, and official. So the best way to wear for Qatar Airways is to wear stockings, black shoes, like not high heels, because I'm very tall, you know, so I didn't even wear high heels. And then you should wear a skirt that is on your knee, and then you should have a blazer, like a jacket, and a white shirt. But then for me, I always feel comfortable wearing a trouser. But people also pass interview wearing a trouser, because people will tell you at the same time, don't go there wearing a trouser, because they usually want you to wear a skirt. I've seen people passing this interview, even they didn't have all those things like wearing. But to be on the safe side, just wear a skirt and stockings. The stockings, I know you know this kind of stockings that crew they wear those kind of stockings. Black shoes. If you're very tall, don't even bother. Don't wear high heels, because they will definitely ask you to remove your shoes. They can even see your height already. So if you're short, just wear high heels, but make sure they're not long enough. I'm gonna insert pictures of how you should wear during that interview. So, and again, your makeup has to be very simple makeup. Don't go there with long eyelashes, you know, eyeshadow like a green, a blue, I don't know, colors, you know. Even the best thing to do is just do your eyebrows well, because these are the detailed things they look at. They want to see if you know how to do your makeup. They want to see if you are very presentable on how you dress, you know. So presentation is very important even before you open your mouth. If you're a lady, make sure if you have dreadlocks, because there was a lady who asked me, she has dreadlocks, should she cut them off, or what she should do with them. I told her if they are very nice and neat, just put them on a band, you know, like you see this hair I'm having now. Just put them on a band, and I'm gonna insert a picture on how you can just do your hair. Some people go there with a bob wig, but you have to make sure it's here, it's not long enough, it's just here, you know. I don't know if you can see the length. So if your hair is like straight, or it's a wig, a bob, but just to be on the safe side, I will tell you, if you're wearing a wig, don't leave it, you know, hanging. Just put it in a band. Like I said, I will put a picture here so they can see what to, you know, how to do the hair. Another thing is I was talking about the makeup. The makeup, make sure it's minimal, but there is makeup. This is what they want to see. So put on a red lipstick, or maybe if you want a nude lipstick with some gloss. Don't do too much. Don't contour or do all those things. If you're not sure about it, if you don't know how to do that kind of makeup, don't exaggerate that day. Just do your simple makeup. If you can just do your eyebrows and an eyeliner and you know, just mascara, that's it. Don't do too much. And a face powder, foundation, and a face powder and lipstick, you are good to go. Just make sure you are comfortable when you get in the office, because I don't know how it happens in Nairobi. In Doha, you just go in a hall, they will be calling you like 10 people, something like that. Immediately when you enter in that office or in that room where the recruiters are sitting down, there might be 3 of them, or I don't know, because with my experience there were just 3 of them in an office. So immediately when you enter the office, just put a smiling face, not too much, not that forced smile or fake smile. You know, there is the fake smile. These people, they're just there to read you know, your body language. So make sure you give your best. Immediately when you enter in the office and the first interviewer is attending on someone else and the second one is attending on someone else, just go to the third one who is, free. So once you go there, greet them good morning. If it's good morning, if it's good afternoon, just greet them good morning, good afternoon, and then they will ask for your CV. You will give them your CV because they will be asking you question while looking at your CV. Just be calm. I know I've been there. You can be so nervous, to be honest. You can be so nervous because they're just human beings, let me be honest. They will not ask you a lot of questions. First of all, if they just like your presentation, you'll get trained. So, but be presentable. Once they take your CV, the next thing she will start asking you, maybe she might ask you your name. Most questions are always the same, like they never change the questions, they will always be the same. If you've watched any videos, the questions are always the same, but you never know, you just have to expect anything. That's why I said, before you go to that interview, make sure you do your own research, but don't go there with a lot of information because you can contradict yourself. And with my second point, you'll understand what I mean. So what they will do, they will start looking at your CV and they will ask you, the first question they might ask you is, tell me about yourself. So this question, a lot of us always fail this question. Even me, I've failed this question a couple of times in so many interviews. When you ask, tell me about yourself, don't start talking about, my name is, let's say for example, my name is Barbara. I like traveling, I like this, I like that. No, that's not what they're asking you. When they ask you, tell me about yourself, what they want to know is your name, your career background, and some of your hobbies, So to be on the safe side to answer this question, I know it can be very challenging because for every interview with different companies, you can answer this question in a different way. If you're answering this question in regards of being invited for Qatar Airways interview for cabin crew position, it's not the same way you'll answer the same question if you've been invited for another position. So the easiest way you can answer this question, because let me be honest with you, you have limited time. This person doesn't have 2 hours with you. They don't even have 20 minutes with you. So the shorter the answer will be and very, well put off, it can save you a lot of time. Because if you start talking about too many things, then they might feel like you're too boring, you're talking too much, and then they will ask you for the next question. They might even ask you, we'll call you for another interview. So the easiest way and the shortest way possible you will answer this question is just say your name and what have you've studied in college or university, and what is your career background, like what have you been doing in the past 1 or 2 years, like in terms of work and something like that. And then say my hobbies are traveling, and make sure it's very, very short answer because your time is limited. So the second question to expect is they might ask you, why do you want to be a cabin crew with Qatar Airways? So for you to answer this question, don't just say, oh, I just love this company, I've been seeing the company, and I love traveling, so I want to be traveling. It might look like it's more of your interest and not more of the company's interest. Like you'll be benefiting more on the company compared to them benefiting on you. So when you're answering this question, make sure you are trying to show them that they're gonna benefit out of you. Like just tell them that, okay, growing up I've been wanting to do this and this and this as a cabin crew, and even that's the reason I went to college. I did this because I find this career to be very, very interesting to me, and I want to do this and this to the company, things like that. Try and show them that they're gonna benefit a lot from you, because flying is not easy. Being a cabin crew is not easy. But if you go there and try to show them that, oh, that's what you want to do, you want to enjoy the good life of traveling, of course it's very important to show them that you love traveling, because that's what they are looking for. They are looking for people who like traveling. But then at the same time, don't show them that that's your only interest, that you want to travel the world to see the world, because they would feel like, okay, you have no interest in working with us, you just want to travel the world, you don't want to experience anything about our airline. Make sure you answer it with, I love the airline, and it has been my dream to work with this airline. They have the best customer service, it's one of the best airline. Just talk about good things about this airline, talk about good things about cabin crew, about the job, about everything. But again, make sure your answers are very short but very professional. Trust me, you're gonna pass this interview. The third question they might ask you, because I think I was asked this question, I'm just talking from my experience, what do you know about Qatar Airways airline? That's why I said you have to do your own research to know anything about this airline. The best answer to give for this question is just tell them that Qatar Airways Airlines has been the best awarded airlines for the past, I don't know how many years, but since you've done your research, you will know already. So just say Qatar Airways has been the best awarded airline for maybe 4 or 5 or 7 or whatever years, and it's like the best airline. Also talk about the airport, the destinations, and things like that. If you answer this question this way, trust you me, your answer will be very, very short, because guys, like I said, you have limited time. They might ask you, what do you think are the challenges to work in an airline or to be a cabin crew? Because they know already this job comes with challenges. Even though you'll be traveling to so many destinations in the world, there are so many challenges, and that's when you do your own research and see what are the challenges that most cabin crew are facing. First of all is, long working hours. Sometimes you have like long flights, and you reach to this country, you find that you left Doha, it was daytime, you arrive in this country, is daytime, so you didn't sleep. You understand what I'm trying to say? So it's a very tiresome job, and it's not quite easy. But don't answer this question in a way that you feel like it will be too much for you. No, just tell them, I like working in a challenging environment, even though I know that it will be very challenging to me. Try and show them that you're okay to work in a challenging environment. And because they might even ask you, a customer is wrong, what should you do? So these are some of the challenges you might face working with this airline. It's normal. It's not that it's 100%. No, it's a normal thing. You might one day bump into those crazy customers. So how do you approach that situation? That's what they want to know. These are the challenges you might face. So when you're answering this question, just say that I'm very okay in working in challenging environment, and I like to challenge myself, even though I know it can be, tricky sometimes, but this is how I can manage. And also, definitely, well, there are some days that you will not be okay, like you wake up, you're not in the mood and something like that. But just say, with some situation, I just smile, and even though the customer is wrong and I know he's wrong, I will not show it on his face. Maybe I'll take the matter to our supervisor or something like that. Just try and show them that you can handle some situation in a proper way. That's it, guys. Even though you'll go through a training, but they just want to know if you are ready to face the challenges of working as a cabin crew, because it's not easy, guys. So just make sure you answer your question very short, very precise, and very well put off. Like, you don't contradict yourself. You don't have so many information in your head, because if you have a lot of information, you might end up talking a lot, and you might end up talking things that don't make sense, and that's when the interviewer will be like, we're going to call you, or we're gonna send you an email for the next, if you are selected for the next interview. And if they don't give you a paper, just know that's it. Yes, guys. What do you think is your role for this position? What is your role for this position? You can just answer this question by saying working as a cabin crew is almost the same as working in a restaurant, like customer service. And with my background, you just answer this question in regards of your background experience, because if you've worked in a restaurant, you get the same experience. Just say with the trainings and all that, you are ready to learn, because you're a very fast learner, so you are good. Guys, I hope I've answered this question. This is the first interview. For the first interview, they don't ask you a lot of questions. They might ask you maybe like 4 questions, or maybe 5 questions, or maybe 2 questions. It depends. But guys, don't contradict yourself. Don't go there with a lot of information. So if you want to see what to expect on the second interview, kindly comment down below. I wish you all the best. For those of you who are selected for this interview, congratulations, and I wish you all the best. I hope you get up to the 3rd interview and you are selected to be a cabin crew. And let me know again on the comment section if you want to see the 2nd and the 3rd interview. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment on this video. Bye.